has finally come, the moment we've all been waiting for, and that's me reading One Last Stop by mcquiston. I finally got my new e-reader and I have One Last Stop downloaded onto it, so I will be starting that today, and I will update you guys throughout the week with what I think about this. And that's all I really have to say. I'm super excited, and I'll see you later. Just a little One Last Stop update. I'm really reading this fast. I cannot put it down. It's so good. I'm loving the slight magical realism aspect to it, and I really just love how this is, you know, just about a regular girl. She's going to classes, she's taking the subway, she's working her job to make ends meet, whatever. And it's just super fun. I'm like in love with Jane, and I love August's roommates. They're so fun. Like, I can just picture all the characters so well in my mind, and I love the direction that this story is going in, and I like the energy and the whole atmosphere of it. So I'm super excited to continue, and just a lot of exciting stuff is already happening and unfolding right now in the story, so I'm gonna go get back to that as soon as I can. So I'm about a third of a way in One Last Stop, and things are getting chaotic. I really love the magical realism aspect to it. I cannot emphasize that enough. I just love how realistic it is in terms of who the characters are, because like they're just regular students in New York or whatever, but I love how it has that like little twist of magic, and like the whole mystery aspect to it is really fun. August is just so cute. Like, I just want to be her friend, and like I said before, I love her roommates. They're so fun. I just want to be everybody in this book. Like, I want to be them. So yeah, so far, I'm honestly liking it better than Red, White, and Royal Blue. It's too early to say, but so far it's a 5-star for me. Okay, this is going to be a really quick update because I have to go film another video. These are the cookies that I made the other day, and they're delicious. They're gluten-free and vegan. So, I did some reading of One Last Stop during work today, and oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. Jane and August's chemistry is, I love it. I love it so much. I know I said enemies to lovers is great when I was reading Red, White, and Royal Blue because of the tension, but friends to lovers is also great because they're friends, so they already love each other. I'm just in love with every single character in this book. Can you tell that I like it? Can you tell that I'm obsessed with this book? I'm not sure if it's obvious enough. Don't even think about it. I'm in the yard with a cat, so You never know what's gonna happen next with this one. The neighbors have a dog, and we don't really have a fence. We just kind of have a line of these tree bush thingies. So sometimes the dog comes into the yard, and Hermione's not a fan of that. So the dog wants to play. She's young, and Hermione just gets huge and starts growling and hissing and swatting. It's a time. It's a time indeed. So I'm almost done with One Last Stop. I have like 75 pages to go out of 300, and I'm not ready to let go. I'm really, really loving the story. All kinds of fun stuff is happening. So I'm super attached to all the characters in this book, all of August's roommates and friends, and of course Jane. It's just really fun. It has such a good found family dynamic, and I really just love to see all of that, all those happy, healthy connections build between people. It's really nice to see everybody's dynamic with each other, and to see August open up and become comfortable with these people and build friendships, build relationships, find a stable place where she feels she belongs. And I think that I can say confidently that I prefer One Last Stop over Red, White, and Royal Blue. I mean, you can go see my vlog on that. It was fun to make. So we are down to the last chapter of One Last Stop. I will do a little time-lapse thingy and then catch up with you right after I finish, and then I'll probably have to get all my emotions in order and just think about it and let it settle. And tomorrow I will discuss my thoughts and my feelings about the book, and then I'll do a little compare-contrast with Red, White, and Royal Blue. finished One Last Stop. I just spent the last hour filming, so I am tired and my bookshelf is in disarray. But I promised I would talk about One Last Stop, so here I am. As you know, I finished One Last Stop yesterday. It's now Friday, and I've had some time to think about it, mull over my thoughts and feelings, and I still think it's excellent. It's a 5-star read for sure. I loved so much about it. The characters were great, the world building was great, magical realism aspect to it was great. It was just so fun to read, and I loved the music that was in it. There was a lot of music involved in it. I don't even know what to say. I loved the characters in this a lot. It was one of my favorite character descriptions in a book. The found family aspect was so sweet. All the characters in this book were so loving to one another no matter what their relationship was. It was a lot of respect and kindness, and it was a very good reflection of healthy relationships. Even though August struggled with her relationship with her mom, and she grew up very closed off from others, she was able to build lasting, healthy, wholesome relationships. Jane, of course, is great. She's such a dream. I loved her character so much. I liked what she added to the story. I loved how she cared about August, and it was just a super fun read. What I love about romance books is you know it's all going to end well. So even if there's conflict, you're like, okay, I'm stressed in the moment, but I know it's going to be alright in the end. And it's all worth it. It's all worth it. So to compare One Last Stop and Red, White, and Royal Blue, I liked One Last Stop so much more. I definitely loved Red, White, and Royal Blue, but One Last Stop was just so much more mature and well developed in its writing and its world building and the characters that mcquiston created. You can tell that a lot of love and work was put into One Last Stop, and that they built off a lot from what they saw in Red, White, and Royal Blue and what they created in that and what they wanted to see for their next book. So I definitely really liked the writing a lot better. I liked the characters a lot better. I liked the storyline a lot better. It's interesting because I wanted to see how they're rated comparatively on Goodreads, and they both have a 4.24 on Goodreads. So it seems that people equally love these books, and you know, I think that's really well deserved. And mcquiston creates these fun, lighthearted, sweet stories. In my opinion, as someone that doesn't read romance very much, they're both super steamy. It was really interesting to read. The last chapter of One Last Stop was so spicy, and it was honestly really fun. Like, I don't really read stuff like that very often, but I liked reading how mcquiston wrote it, and I think it was fun. I started reading Loveless by Alice Oseman, which follows an ace character, so I'm looking forward to seeing how that romance plays out for a asexual main character, or at least someone who's on the ace spectrum. So yeah, I loved Red, White, and Royal Blue. I absolutely adored One Last Stop. I had a fun time. It was a good week. I was just so happy reading One Last Stop, and it always put me in a good mood. It was, in my real life, it was a really stressful time in terms of like work and getting ready for my master's, and I had a bajillion and one meetings, and I was just stressed and anxious. But One Last Stop really put me in a good mood, and I had a fun time. So yeah, that's all I have to say. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I look forward to filming more. I learn a little bit, something new with everything that I film. So I hope that my videos are getting better. Like this video if you like this video, subscribe if you want to see more of my content. Don't forget to check out my vlog on red, white, and royal blue. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.